Hello, and welcome to Turtle Power Pod, the podcast where we watch every episode of the classic 80s cartoon Ninja Turtles and then give you a breakdown. My name is Basem, and with me today is a very special guest, my girlfriend slash fiance slash lover, Kasey.
Hi. That was a weird introduction. I think you can leave off some of the slashes.
Nope. Cranston is feeling very sick today, so we threw this together last minute, and we're...
Sorry, guys.
Wait. Well, it's better than not having an episode, right?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. But because I don't want Cranston to miss anything in Ninja Turtles, we're watching one of Kasey's favorite shows from her childhood, She-Ra, the Princess of Power.
Dun, dun, dun.
And today we're watching the very first episode, which I didn't realize was a two-parter, but we're only doing the first half.
One half of the first two parts.
Which is one part.
Yeah.
And it's called Into Etheria.
Etheria.
Yes. So tell the people at home how you feel about She-Ra, babe.
I really liked She-Ra when I was growing up.
Uh-huh.
Mostly because my sister forced me to watch it. She's a little bit older than me, so I had to like what she liked.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up actually liking it for my own.
What did you like about it?
I don't know, woman power.
Girl power?
Girl power.
That's how we'll end the episode.
Just girl power.
Instead of turtle power.
Oh, good. I like it.
Yeah.
I'll have my own little theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome. So let's get right into it. We watched part of the so we watched the intro and everything.
The intro and everything.
Yes. And in the intro, the sorceress of Castle Grayskull is having a nightmare. And there's a girl that's like kidnapped, like a baby.
Yeah, which was hilarious because there's like this huge machine holding this tiny precious baby, and it's like holding it nicely, yeah. But then he's like, you'll never see this baby again.
And then he does like a 40-second laugh.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, are you the main bad guy? No, he's just like a minion.
Yeah, he's just a minion. He's nothing really that important.
He shouldn't get that long of a laugh.
And then he jumps through like an ozone layer.
What?
What is it called?
A portal?
A portal.
An ozone layer?
Well, it's shaped like an O.
That's true. Like a circle?
Yeah.
The ozone layer is the...
I know what the ozone layer is. I just couldn't think of the word portal at the time.
Okay.
So.
You gotta think with portals, babe.
Oh, I can't. I hate that game.
Don't say that on the internet. You'll get fucking death threats, man.
No, I'm just not smart enough for it.
So, I don't know, but I think the main bad guy's name is Hordrax. Do you know it?
I think it's Hordak.
Hordak?
Yeah.
They're both dumb names.
Yeah. Maybe we should put the subtitles on next time so we could see how the names are spelled and pronounced.
Nah.
This is more fun guessing at what they're saying.
I like
because the voice acting is pretty incredible. Would you say it's like...
It actually was really good, but I made a note about this because all the voices are ridiculous.
Oh, so ridiculous.
And we'll
completely overplayed.
I think we'll kind of get to that, but this entire episode felt like a D&D campaign. Like someone's first D&D campaign. Like, all right, and then you enter the tavern. What is it called? The Laughing Swan.
Yeah.
All right, great. And there's a bard playing. What do I see? There's a bard playing the harp.
Yeah, exactly.
In the middle of the room. And people look at you strangely because you're dressed like royalty. Because he's the prince. He's Prince Adam. And he has a fucking tiger with him.
Yeah, he has a tiger with him. Let's acknowledge that point.
So we'll get back to all that, but the sorceress says Adora. Is that the name of She-Ra?
I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
God damn it!
Till next
You really
time.
don't remember anything. Do you?
I don't remember anything. This is like I'm watching it for the first time.
All right,
all over again.
And I've never seen the show. But she has a nightmare about this baby being stolen, presumably from her, because she's wearing the headdress in the dream.
Well, yeah, it's duh. It's
and
from
her husband, who I don't know who he is. And so the baby gets taken away. So I guess She-Ra, if that ends up being She-Ra, which it totally is the sorceress's daughter.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because that like makes a connection.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point.
Well, I know that there is a connection, but I mean, I didn't know it was the sorceress's daughter.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the whole reason they start with the sorceress and her worry of losing her daughter, and then they flash to the next one, and that's the She-Ra people. That's how they correlate.
The Etherians.
Yeah, well, that's how they correlate. That's how you do things in shows to make correlations to things. You have an act, and it goes through something, and then it cuts to the next act, which is how it makes an emotional connection in your brain.
Give me an example. Are you talking about the kidnap scene?
Yeah, like the kidnap scene, and then the next scene is She-Ra grown up. So that's the connection.
It was the sorceress in bed.
No, the sorceress was in bed in the beginning. Oh gosh, you guys, it's already started. We're arguing over what happened in the show. We're like 4 minutes into this and we're already arguing about it. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about how the sword comes and opens the thing.
So there's a sword that shows up. It floats to her out of nowhere. Yes. I guess because Castle Grayskull is cool like that. And it looks just like Adam's sword, He-Man's sword, except it has a jewel in the base of the blade.
Did we even introduce who Adam was?
Adam is He-Man. Done.
Did we say that though?
I'm assuming that everyone at least knows He-Man enough.
Okay.
Because we're starting this episode, this series fresh. So you need to kind of know that. So the sorceress calls Adam to go to the castle.
So I made a comment. I made a little note about this only because this is super personal inside joke thing.
Okay.
But the way that she says Adam's name.
Adam.
It's like, Adam. Like very high pitched and very like the D is extremely prominent. Like, Adam.
The D is prominent, isn't it?
Yeah. Well.
You've seen Adam. Some tight pants.
Yeah, that's very true. That wasn't the D I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
But so then there was this kid in one of my classes whose name was Adam.
Yeah.
And I used to say that to him like that, kind of creepy, like, Adam. And he hated it. And he would like cry at the end of class because I've seen
You made him cry?
Well, I didn't think it was that bad. It was just saying his name funny. It's not like I was calling him a jerk or something.
Your name is Kasey. You have a boy's name.
Hey, don't you start on me. I was like 8. Leave me alone.
Okay, all right. I won't pick on you for making a child cry. Heartless.
That's one of the things I remember about this show. Is the way she pronounced. Yeah, no, the way she pronounced his name.
Huh. All right. You remember the little things.
Yeah, it's true, but not the important things like what She-Ra's real name is.
Yeah. I assume it's Adora because when the baby runs away, she wakes up and she says, Adora. And then a door literally opens.
But
and there's a portal inside. So he goes, He-Man comes to the Castle Grayskull and she says, this door has never opened before.
Yeah.
Because
never.
Adam says, where does it go? She says,
this door has never opened before.
And my thought is, what the fuck is the matter with you?
Yeah.
You have a door in your bedroom that you have never opened, and you're just okay with that.
Yeah.
But then, they have to go through and find whoever the sword belongs to, like the chosen one. So Adam and Cringer, Cringer is the tiger, goes through the portal. The portal goes away. So now the door is open. So now she can find out what room is in there. Like she's like, oh, sweet. There's an extra closet back here.
Yeah, probably a walk-in.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A walk-in.
A walk-in closet.
Yeah, it's like Narnia, right?
Well,
you have a really cool wardrobe, but you can't use it because all your fucking clothes just get covered in snow all the time.
That was such a lame joke. We'll edit that out, guys.
That's what people come here for.
Your
for
lame
shit
jokes.
Yes.
Ugh. Oh.
Yeah.
I totally forgot to mention, before the show even started, when we were watching the introduction, like in the very first part, I made you stop it during the introduction.
Yeah, the intro. Yeah.
Yeah, because when she holds up her sword and like the rainbow squigglies come out,
Yeah.
I was just like, yes, it's so Lisa Frank, and I got immediately happy. Just like rainbow sparklies. That's what a girl hero gets. Like
Rainbow sparkles.
Yeah, a girl hero gets a rainbow sparklies for her like motion of
sexist.
Yeah.
I'm so triggered right now, guys. Oh, I want to.
Anyway, back to where we were.
Kind of. So we have the DVD because Kasey had the DVD.
Well, my sister had the DVD.
Oh, I thought you had it and your sister was holding on to it.
No, it's my sister's.
Oh, okay. Well, your sister has the DVD, and the inside of the case looks like a girl's diary, like it's lined paper, and it has even like the holes, like you would rip it out of a diary book. And so there's
doodles to go along,
doodles
like
and
shooting
poems.
star doodles and little like
there's
hearts.
There's one that says "I heart Bo."
Who we'll meet later.
But that's kind of a spoiler for me because I didn't know that she was supposed to be romantic with Bo. Well,
maybe she's not. Maybe she just hearts him and he doesn't actually give her the love back, and so it's a one way.
And she's written a little poem here. Oh, it's like it's lyrics to a song. Should I read it?
We might have to look a song up and just put it in, just drop it in.
One of the lyrics is, "A stranger walked into my world, and when he talked, I really heard. He spoke of things like love and peace. The joy they bring will never cease."
I think this is like her theme song. Like I think it
might
well
be,
known to be
yeah,
like her theme song.
And then there's one that says "She-Ra rules," but the rules is like RULZ. And it like has a little cloud around it. It's written in lightning bolts. It's just fantastic, guys. It's fantastic.
Fantastic. With an emphasis on the tastic. Anyway,
He-Man.
why did the sword just randomly stop at that passageway before it entered the door? Do you know?
Oh, yeah. It
was like waiting for her to catch up. Like, hello,
are you
lady.
fucking coming or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was so weird. I couldn't tell if it was like a weird cut in the frame, like they didn't finish the frame out, or
No, because it even flashed a little bit too.
Yeah, it was so weird, but it just like paused for a minute, like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, lady.
It's like when the cat like looks back at you like, you coming to feed me or not?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh boy. So they go into Etheria, which is the name of the world that She-Ra is from. And there is a tyrannical tyrant who commands the Hordelings? Or Hordsmen? Hordsmen. Yeah. The Hordsmen are like big robot people. Presumably they're wearing armor, but they look like big robots. Yeah. They have personality, so they're probably wearing armor. But so they come in, and it's all like, this world is literally like all flowers and rainbows and bright colors.
I was gonna make a comment about
cotton
that
balls
too.
and shit.
And then the thing that walks by, like right in front of him, this is how you know you're no longer in the same world that He-Man was in, is like, it's this giant furry rat thing pulling a trailer.
What?
And you're like, whoa, we're not in Kansas anymore.
What? I didn't notice that. Huh. So they go to the bar, the pub, the Laughing Swan, and the barkeep has like the deepest baritone voice.
Welcome to the Laughing Swan, stranger. How may we serve you today?
He sounds like a main character. Like he's too specially voiced. You know what I mean? Everyone does. Everyone has a weird voice in this fucking show.
Yeah, that's why I think the voice acting is like, it's ridiculously awesome because it's so over dramatized, but which makes it hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's this guy sitting in the corner it's Bo. He's wearing a cloak, and he looks super cool. He's got like, he's just like hanging out. He's got his rainbow owl, who I still don't know the name of. I heard it like 3 times. I think it's Cowan or Cullen or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's like just sitting there watching Prince Adam, and
with like his cloak up, like
yep,
over the hood
like
on.
over his head, and he's got like his bow underneath the table, like ready to go. Like,
well, no, what's cool is he gets his bow out and it like flips open.
It expands.
Yeah.
It's super cool. And they start eating, but then 3 hordsmen come in, and they start causing a ruckus because they start wanting good service.
Yeah, they're bullying people around for the best table.
Yeah. So they're shoving people around, and they sit at a table, and then they tell the bard to play something and make it good. Again, this just sounds like so D&D to me.
I just thought it was hilarious, though, that then he plays this, like, beautiful harp song.
Yeah.
And it's like, like, super pretty. And, like, and they're like, clash, clash, clash through the diner or bar or whatever it is before they go sit down.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we decided we didn't like this song after all.
So they like shoot a laser at his harp, and he says something like, "You miserable whelp," or something like that. He insults him.
Yeah.
You miserable wretch!
And they're like, "What did you say?" And they get up and they start like grabbing him by the scruff of his neck. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it." It's like,
yes, you did.
yeah, you did. Because if someone spilled coffee on me or something, I'd be like, "Ah, fuck." I wouldn't be like, "Ah, you dirty piece of shit."
Yeah.
You know, like I wouldn't make it personal like that.
Please, sir, I meant no disrespect.
So then Prince Adam comes from behind and he's like, "You better let them go, or else you'll have to deal with me." Actually, he has a high-pitched voice.
He has a higher pitched voice.
Yeah. "You better let them go." And then Bo takes his bow out. Why the fuck did I blank on the word that is also his fucking name?
Yeah. I liked how it made more sense to me after I had read that she was in love with Bo. As soon as he said his name was Bo, I was like, oh. And I was like, Bo with a W, B-O-W, as in a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And I was like, click.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
Wait. Wrong sound effect. You had the right sound effect. So Bo disarms the 2 other hordsmen by shooting an arrow through their guns. And then it does the cowboy pan up, and he took off his cloak, and he looks like a fucking idiot now.
Yeah, totally like an idiot.
He's wearing armor that goes just like imagine like Dragon Ball Z Saiyan armor, like to his shoulders.
Imagine football pads and just the shoulder football pads.
That is
and
a way less nerdy way to say that.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, people, for real references you can actually understand.
Well, let me. Okay, so that was the 80% who know what you're talking about. Let me talk to the 80% who know what I'm talking about.
That doesn't add up.
I don't know.
Too much of a percentage for both.
Listen, some people just don't know what football is.
They're football shoulder pads, guys. That's what it looks like.
We have listeners in Australia. They might not know.
Oh. I thought you were going to say stop saying guys, so I added in gals.
No.
But you were going to say
Australia,
yeah.
It looks like Dragon Ball Z shoulder armor, but it only comes down to like the breastbone.
Yeah.
It doesn't go all the way down, so he's got his whole belly showing.
It like barely covers his nipples.
Yeah. It ends at his nipples.
Yeah. Except for the one piece that goes a little bit longer down his 6-pack, which just draws your eyes ever so.
And,
to the
well,
six-pack.
you know what draws my eyes is the fact that he has a pink heart
giant
in the middle of his chest. Who is this guy?
And he has orange hair. Ugh.
He was so cool.
Yeah.
Like 10 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed, honestly.
You know who he reminds me of? The actor who played Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Yes.
He looks just like him.
He does.
With the like orange salty hair and that
Absolutely.
weird straight mustache.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks like Robin Hood. And he has a bow, so that's kind of weird.
He's absolutely a Robin Hood ripoff.
Yeah.
And they're part of a rebellion, and yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. After the bar scene, unless you have anything else to say.
I was going to say that I did think it was funny when like the 3 hordsmen were standing on one end of the rug.
Oh,
and He-Man makes this this comment like, it's about time to pull the rug out from under these guys. And then like,
and they stand there,
and he looks at Bo, and they're like, winky, winky face.
Yeah.
And then it pans over to the horsemen just standing there doing nothing. Pans back to them, and then they're like, 1, 2, 3, and it's like, and then they fall over, and I'm like, really, guys? That took like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
I'd say it's time to pull the rug out from under them. 1, 2, 3.
You announced your plan, and then you counted it down for the enemy, and they still didn't move.
Yeah. They had all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Classic 80s cartoon.
Yeah. Is this an 80s cartoon, or is it a 70s cartoon?
Let me check.
I already looked on that box, and I didn't find any actual date listed. And I'm not entirely sure if it's 70s or 80s. However, when we were watching the DVD, it has the copyright like thing in the front, and it said copyright as due in 1979.
Well, probably because that was He-Man, maybe, because this is 85.
Ah, okay. Yeah. That's actually the year I was born. See, so this is why I'm a little behind on it. I was a little too young to actually get all of it.
No, it's the same thing. Same thing with Turtles. I was born in 86. And
oh, yeah, I forgot I'm dating a younger man.
by less than 365 days.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's a year and a month.
It's like 375 days.
Yeah. Get it right, dude.
Yeah. So I was watching reruns by the time I was old enough to watch TV.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's okay. It just means we didn't get to watch them in order.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And
Yeah.
I only watched them when my sister would allow me to, when she wasn't mad at me for tattling or something.
What would you tattle about?
My sister wasn't a very good kid, let me just put it that way. I had a lot to tell her about.
Like what?
Ask her yourself, she'll tell you.
No, that's not fair.
I'm not going to blast it all over the
No
internet.
one knows her name. We're not like posting her pictures.
People know me.
People don't know you.
You're right. You're right. Nobody knows me. I'm this elusive person.
That's what adds to your charm and your mystique.
I'm really just your mom who's pretending to be your girlfriend, and because you don't really have one.
That was the most disgusting thing you could have said.
Because you don't really have a girlfriend is what I meant.
Kiss me. Kiss me now.
No.
Everyone at home is like, "Ugh, just hurry up already."
Back to the show.
So, oh, it's getting warm in here. So we're back at like the enemy base, and we get to meet all the bad guys.
Which the enemy base is like this dark, like
it's like half factory, half museum.
Yeah, but it's also it also feels like kind of IVE, like it's sort of organic, but then it's also like big tubes, like metal tubes.
Yeah.
So it's very strangely built. Of like it's sort of got this organic, like trees and
I think it looks
ivy
cool.
Sort of look, but then it's really just a bunch of copper tubes.
I think it looks cool, but it is utter nonsense.
Yeah.
And it's stupid.
There's like no actual
Design.
solid pattern. It's all just a bunch of tubes.
Yeah. Like the internet.
Ah.
So the bad guy has a million ships just flying behind him out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he's asking for like a status report. And so someone gives him the bad news that 3 lowly minions in some hodunk town were beat up by a guy. And so now it's like a world manhunt for these 2 guys, which is stupid, but we meet.
This is where we meet all of the villains.
Number 1,
Well,
Shadow Weaver.
Shadow Weaver was my favorite.
She's super hot.
Okay. That's hilarious you said that.
Why?
I agree, which is why she was my favorite.
Oh,
she's
great.
like, when I was little, she's so pretty, but
she doesn't have a face.
She's a ghost.
Yeah.
In a pink dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why do we think
Why'd you
she's
call her
so
pretty?
Why do we think she's pretty?
Because that dress is tight.
Yeah, it is.
And you can see all her humps.
She doesn't have any. She's very petite.
She's got boobs.
She's extremely petite.
Well, she's got knockers. They're poking
Except
out
for
of her robe.
Yeah, that's true.
And she's got a butt.
She does have a little bit of a butt. and a tiny waist.
Yeah.
But, like, no legs or a face.
Yeah.
Just, like, these...
She floats.
Yeah, oh yeah, she floats.
Her bosom is beautiful. She has a little bit of a rump. She's got a tiny waist. No face. So, I don't know. Maybe if she's like...
Is that what every man wants?
Yes.
Just, like, this vague...
Yeah.
No face
We like
person.
the idea of her.
Yeah. You can put anybody's face in her body. Ah. With your imagination.
Maybe her face is like a black void of nothingness. And like if she was going to give you head, it'd be like sticking your dick in a bowl of ice.
A bowl of ice. I didn't think that's where you were going with that, but I don't think it would feel like that. I think it would feel like a vacuum seal.
So like having sex with a vacuum?
Or like with a black hole.
Oh, okay. So like a really strong vacuum.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it sounds great.
Ew. I'm
so
not cranny. I don't want to talk about your penis.
All right. Well, you see it about as much as him anyway.
He probably sees it more than me.
So, Catra.
Oh, yeah, Catra's
Catra's voice is stupid.
This is just a waste of time. Those rebels will never give themselves up.
I love it. I love Catra's voice.
So they don't explain that she turns into a cat?
You can obviously
No
see
way.
she's a cat lady. Look at her pokey eyes.
No way!
Yeah. Pokey eyes.
She has a
like...
standard tiara with pokey sides coming out. They could be ears, but barely. She has no other cat symbols on her.
No, her eyes, her makeup was like cats.
No, it's not. The only thing cattish about her is her voice.
I know, because she like literally purrs and meows before she says things.
Yeah.
She meows before her sentence and then like purrs at the end.
You should do that.
Meow at the first of my sentence?
That way I'd get ready to hear you. And then when you purr, I know that you're done talking.
Actually, it's a very good system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could just like ring a bell.
Attention.
Yes.
Basem, your attention, please. I'm making an announcement. Please put your dishes in the dishwasher when you're done. Ding ding.
That is all.
Message over.
Yeah, just end every sentence with, that is all. It'd be perfect.
All right. I didn't know it would be so simple.
So, the big bad guy gets upset.
Yeah, what's he so pissed about?
Something silly.
Because his 3 little minions couldn't
Yeah.
sit at the table
He
they
has
wanted.
a fleet of 1 million people. Why is he getting beaten up by this rebellion? I don't understand. But he blows up a little statue.
Shadow Weaver has dark magic, which is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Because she says straight up, my dark magic. And I was like, yeah.
My dark magic.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
So the bad guy's upset, so his reaction to this is to blow up a statue. He turns his arm into a cannon.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
He turns his arm into a cannon.
Which is important. And then he blows up a statue in his own throne room. And it's a statue that just says obey. So it's very like, I don't know what it's doing there in his throne room where everyone's probably obeying if they're there. I don't know. It seems like a waste of a good statue. I mean, it doesn't look that great, but...
It wasn't a very pretty statue. I don't think it'll be missed as far as like art and history and culture go.
Okay, that's fair.
Sorry, I scratched you.
It's okay.
I like his suit because it's just like outlined in bones.
Yeah.
like the
everywhere.
typical cartoon looking bone.
Yeah.
You know, with the 2 humps on each end and like the long typical bone that cartoons are driven like, but then his whole suit is like those end to end.
Yeah.
Like making a thing around his head and like going
like the
down his
zipper
arm.
down the front of his suit. Yeah. It's pretty hilarious. They have to go into the forest, the Whispering Woods.
Yeah.
Where Shadow Weaver's magic cannot reach them.
Mm-hmm. Her dark magic cannot reach them.
Yeah.
This is the part that makes me, well, sort of mad. The tiger, who's with He-Man.
The Tiger?
Tiger. Cringer.
Yeah.
He's sort of a doofus. Like, his voice is all, like, wobbly and like, well, I don't know if we should be doing this, He-Man.
Exactly right.
And then, like, He-Man, or I guess he calls him Adam.
Yeah.
And then he's like, we've got to be strong, Adam. And then he's like, well, maybe if there's some food. He's all, like, weird and wobbly.
Like
and just, like, he's so... And he's cowardice, kind of like the Cowardly Lion in Wizard of Oz.
Ah, but it's a different cat.
Yeah, but it's a different cat.
Ah,
but
maybe
it's the
he
same
just needs
idea.
a heart.
Maybe.
No, wait. Courage.
Cowardly Lion wanted a heart.
No.
Courage.
Tin Man wanted a heart.
You're right.
Yeah.
Courage. Duh.
Courage. What
Duh.
body part is Courage? You think that Oz just gave him like a giant dick? And he's like, yeah, I got this.
No.
Nah, I can do anything now.
I don't think he was looking for a body part. I think he was looking for it.
It's too metaphysical.
Yeah.
Everyone else, he literally got a brain. The Scarecrow literally got a brain put in his head. Well, I mean, he didn't.
They didn't, but...
I mean, that's what he wanted. He wanted a literal brain.
Right.
So they meet some colorful characters on the good guy side.
On the rebellion side.
Spragg is a twigget. That is the line.
That's Spragg. He's a twigget.
Which is literally most of the letters that make up that sentence are arranged in nonsense.
Yeah.
Spragg is a twigget.
I just love how it was unnecessary to say any of that at all.
Yeah.
Because they could have
This is Spragg, Don.
Yeah, they very could have easily introduced him in any other way.
And there's another character that is like the character from He-Man. I can't remember the like little floaty wizard person that follows them around with the eyeballs that stick out of the hat. Just like this girl version in She-Ra.
This is Madam.
Oh, just Madam? Okay. So she rides she's like a witch. So she actually stands, like she's not floating around like the little thing in the other show. But do you not know what I'm talking about?
None.
A few moments later.
Oh.
Orko.
Interesting.
Orko is literally a copy.
Yeah, but it's a more humanistic.
She
Orko.
has a body. She has, like, she's standing. She's normal height.
Mm-hmm.
She rides a broomstick that has a face.
Yeah, it's sort of his own. The broomstick's sort of his own. He has
character,
his own, personality and everything.
Yeah. And then they meet Glitter, who's like the commander.
Yeah.
And her name is Glitter.
Girl power. That's what I'm going to say when we introduce all of them.
Oh, okay. All the girls' voices. All of the girls sound like they're middle-aged Jewish women.
Oh, dearie my, yes. But there was something important I had to tell you. Now, what was that again? That's it! The Horde has placed the entire village of Famor under arrest.
Show me, give me an example.
Like Madam. She's literally like, oh, who's this big strapping man?
Yeah.
That's all that's all of them. They sound like that.
Except for Glitter.
How does Glitter sound?
Glitter's like, oh, hey. That was actually terrible.
What was that?
It didn't sound anything like what Glitter did. Glitter's got this high-pitched, like, more high-pitched than my voice. This high-pitched, like, teenager going through puberty.
Yeah.
Sounding voice. But it's also very soft. Like,
yeah.
It's not harshly spoken.
Oh, and she sees Adam, and she's like, oh, my.
Yeah, she really does. She's, like, in mid-conversation with Bo.
Bo, where have you been?
She's like, oh, Bo. Oh, my. To Adam. Just like, wow. Know where this is going.
Pretty great. And they get word that the city or the town that they, like, stopped those three guys in is all being arrested and sent off to slave camps. So they got this weird teleporter machine that looks like a giant robot termite butt. with a tube sticking out of it.
See,
like an elevator.
I thought it looked like a giant anteater.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And like the tube was actually the anteater's like snout.
Nostril, yeah.
Yeah, but it's clear and you can see through it. And there's these people on like an assembly line.
Yeah. Single file. One steps in, then there's glitter like he's going to teleport, but then they just suck him up like a vacuum. It's amazing.
It's pretty funny.
We get to hear more voices.
We do. We get to meet a few more characters.
Oh my god. Does Leech have to clap his hands when he talks?
I think so.
Leech is a stupid swamp monster looking thing. He's like blue, and his hands are like normal fish hands. Well, so they're like gecko hands, so they're like fingers and they have big pads. But then at will, he can make them like a ping pong paddle at the same time. But he talks like, and then we have to fight the rebellion. And he claps like an idiot the whole time.
You know what it reminded me of? Remember when you'd go to like family picnics and you'd have that like the Velcro Nerf ball set?
Yes.
And you'd each have one Velcro paddle and then you'd throw the ball and then
just catch
and
it.
then remember when you would try and play by yourself and you'd put a paddle on both hands and you'd try and move the ball from one paddle to the other?
No, I never did that.
Oh, am I the only one who did that?
Probably not the only one, but I mean, how are you going to throw it to yourself?
You don't. You just try and see which paddle's going to win, like which Velcro's going to win the ball.
Oh, but you don't like go out in the middle of a field and do that.
No, like you just stick your paddle.
It's like you're sitting on the couch and no one wants to play with you.
Yeah.
All right.
And you see which side's going to win. That's what it reminded me of.
That sounds so sad.
What? Because I had toys to play with?
You had no one to play those toys with.
I just wanted to play more than other people did. That's all.
Yeah, you're still like that.
I know. I love board games.
Yep.
I like long walks on the beach.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You like short walks.
That's true.
To the water.
And back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scorpia's voice sounds like she smokes 8 packs a day.
Yes.
She'd never let us do it.
I'll stop you, muscle man.
She's so manly. She's like, I'll get you.
Yeah, she sounds like her voice is more messed up than Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. I'll get you, Gadget. You know that guy?
Yeah.
Her voice, I'm going to put a clip in,
like,
but oh my God. It's like, no one can see, but she's putting like the microphone to her trachea.
I should have stopped when I was ahead. That's what she sounds like.
Yeah. And she has scorpion claws. And they're very petite, though, and delicate looking.
Yeah, really long and skinny.
Yeah. And she has her...
like a super long and skinny scorpion tail.
Yes. Which is too short to go over her head.
Yeah, I saw it because she was trying to, like, sting someone and it didn't even go over her own head.
Yeah. Silly. And then Montana. Oh, boy. Let's talk about Montana for a second. Let's talk about his powers. So Montana talks like...
My balanced distorter ray has fixed him.
With every time he ends.
like he can't turn it off.
Yeah.
Which is sad for him.
Constantly,
he needs to watch a King's Speech.
Vibrato or something. What's that word?
Burrito? Vibrato. Yes.
Constantly.
Constantly in a burrito.
Vibrato.
Vibrato. Close.
Vibrato.
Yes.
Vibrato.
Yes.
Yay.
Got it. But his powers are his eyeballs stick out of his head and spin, and out comes like a wave that goes like, woo, and it like disorients people. Mm-hmm. So it makes you lose your balance and fall to the ground. Even the mighty Prince Adam.
He-Man himself.
Oh, yeah. No, he didn't transform at this point.
No, he wasn't.
No, wait, did he?
Yeah. He was
That's right. He used his line. Do you know the line?
Do you?
Yes, everyone knows the line. Do you?
Don't.
You don't? By the power of Grayskull! Yeah. I have the power!
Oh my God, that was loud. That was right in my ear.
I'll fix it in post.
Oh, man. I got lost.
Me too. By that, you got lost by that moving rendition.
Mm-hmm.
Glitter's powers is that she shoots beams that hold people.
And she can...
Teleport. Yes.
Shoop, shoop.
She like fades in and out. I don't know if she teleports.
She just goes...
She just disappears for a second.
And then shows right back up in like a slightly different spot.
I wasn't talking about Montana.
Oh. Well, go back.
Montana has 4 legs, but only 2 of them have boots.
Well, 2 of them I don't think even work. They just kind of hang out in front of him like extra long balls that go all the way down to the floor.
What? You're saying that those are foot-shaped testicles?
Yeah.
Leg-shaped testicles?
Yeah.
That just dangle?
Yeah.
So wait, the middle ones then. So that means his boots are on his testicles.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy with that explanation, actually. We're actually way better than that. So Leech, obviously, his powers are he can put his paddle hands to your head and, like, around your ears. Not even holding you, really.
No,
like, you could escape easily.
Yeah, but apparently you cannot escape.
Because he drains your energy until you fall unconscious.
Right, and he does this to Glitter.
And to Bo.
It's pretty powerful stuff, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. But we forgot to talk about one other character that shows up. The commander of the Hordeman army in this town. A certain blonde woman.
I'm just gonna spoil it.
Well, no, I'm just telling you about what it is.
All right.
There's a blonde woman there.
And all of a sudden, after like all the other enemies have like shown off their tricks and what their powers are, you know, like Catra turns into a cat and Scorpio Lady like tries to sting, that whole thing. Then after all of that happens, this extremely normal looking human being with blonde hair comes walking over with like a stun gun.
Yeah.
And is like, I'll take care of everyone. I don't need you guys.
She seems legitimately evil.
Like, she just doesn't care.
No, like well, I guess, but like she's not a good person, is what I'm saying.
Right.
And He-Man has to basically run to get her.
Mm-hmm.
And chase her down.
Oh,
and,
also, He-Man's tiger turns into like the coolest tiger ever.
Battle Cat.
Yeah, so before when he was all like, well, I don't know, I'm going to climb up in this tree and hide because I'm scared.
Yeah.
Instead, now he's like, roar, I'm catching swords in my mouth, bitches.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So Battle Cat, what I always thought was even stupider than the He-Man thing. Because He-Man doesn't tell anyone that he's He-Man.
Right.
He's like, my friend will show up and I'll disappear and so will Cringer. But there will be this other guy who looks a lot like me and he's super buff just in different clothes.
Also riding a tiger. Yeah.
So dumb.
So dumb.
So He-Man chucks his sword and destroys the blonde woman's laser beam. And then chases after her because she runs.
She's so fast.
And he's got her cornered.
She gets out this wimpy sword and she's, ha! I'll get you. And he pulls out his super awesome.
He pulls out the special one that he's supposed to find someone with.
Yeah. Chops her little wimpy sword in half.
But then the sword starts glowing. And in the jewel, you see the blonde's picture. And he finds out that she's the one that he's been looking for.
The whole time!
The savior of Etheria!
Bum, bum, bum.
But wait, she's a bad guy!
Oh, no.
So, he's caught off guard by surprise, and one of the Hordemen shoot him in the back with a laser and knock him unconscious.
And to be continued. Well, She-Ra walks over and picks up the special sword.
I think her name is Adora, right?
Something.
Yeah.
We don't know she's She-Ra yet.
Yeah. We don't know she's She-Ra yet, but, you know. We don't actually even see She-Ra in this episode. But she comes over and picks up the sword and is like, I'm going to learn all your secrets. Ha ha And then it says to be continued.
How does she know that sword was special?
Well, it broke through her sword, like in one swipe.
Oh, good point.
And it started glowing. There's that too.
Yeah. I was just thinking, I don't know if she would actually know what that sword did.
Oh, probably not yet. I'm sure, I don't know. I guess we'll find out in the next episode.
Which we haven't watched yet. I'm dying in anticipation.
Oh, I need to know.
The end.
Yeah.
Girl power.
No.
Oh.
It's time for...
We didn't set any rules up. We have no idea. Are we going to recap? Or are we going to count
power?
something?
Pizza power!
Do you want to recap any of your actual stats for Ninja Turtles?
That would be nonsense.
Okay.
For me to do that right now?
Do you want to plug yourself?
Gross, babe.
Okay, I'll plug you later.
Thanks. So, it's time for a lightning recap.
I don't know.
Go for it.
Oh my gosh, this is really stressful.
Now you know.
You do this to all your guests? No wonder they never come back.
Go.
Very stressful. Okay, so there's He-Man. We don't really know he's He-Man. We call him Adam. Then he meets some friends who are in a rebellion, and they have to take care of the Hordes people. And he meets Bo, and he meets all those other weird people. And he's got a tiger who I don't like.
Yep.
And then there's a bunch of enemies, which all have different things, and they all gonna fight. And then She-Ra's the bad guy. And there's a sword in there somewhere.
Perfect.
This is the worst recap ever.
Nah, I've done worse. All right, let's talk about episode stats. How many times was Cringer a bitch?
4.
I think 4.
I wasn't actually counting.
Me neither. That sounds right. What other stats?
How many times did we see glitter sparkles?
I think twice.
We saw the fireworks from Bo's arrow
yes.
that he used as a distraction.
But that was Glitter's enchantment, so I'm going to count it.
No, I mean not actual Glitter's thing, but the sparkly glitters that I was talking about earlier. They're rainbow glitters.
Oh, every time you see a girly thing?
Yeah.
All right, girly sparkles. We counted 1.
Just 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about when I say Lisa Frank?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you remember those trapper keepers?
Yes.
Okay, and they were always of ponies and butterflies and super
I don't
bright
remember
colors.
that, but yes.
And all the girls always had to have them.
Sure.
Okay, so those are Lisa Frank's artwork. Right?
Okay.
And does that not remind you of it?
Totally
just
does.
Rainbow sparkles.
Even that diary on the DVD bookcase. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Huh, that makes sense.
Now you get it.
I get it. You taught me a thing.
Yay.
All right. I guess let's do plugs. It's kind of a quick episode, guys. Sorry, but
I don't do anything.
Where can people find you, Kasey?
You can find me usually
at Basem's house.
Yes, sitting at my house. I might be cooking dinner or something.
We had tacos today.
Yeah, we did.
They were good. Why'd you say it all dirty?
Yeah, they were.
There was some good tacos, babe. A lot of wheat.
And lettuce.
Yeah, some sour cream, cheese.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm grossed out.
We're going to cut that part out.
Nope. We're not cutting out anything. I don't know if you know how this works.
Every time I say it, it's just...
It's going to get amplified. Okay, here's a stat. How many times does Kasey say we're going to cut something out?
And then it doesn't get cut out. Darn it.
Okay.
How about you? Where can we find you?
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll be back next week with the normal crew plus 2 special guests. Not Kasey that time, sorry.
Not me.
Not you. So that should be out next Tuesday. You can find us on Twitter at Turtle Power Pod. I wanted to come up with a She-Ra's themed one, but it didn't work in my head. You can email us questions and comments, and we'll read them out loud and be cool to you. I don't know. At turtlepowerpod@gmail.com.
So wait, will you and Cranny be reviewing what people say about this episode, and I won't be there?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Cranston will pretend to be you.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, he knows me so well.
Yes.
I'm certain he'll get it to a T.
Yes.
Yeah.
And fuck, is that it?
Email? Did you say email?
I said email. turtlepowerpod@gmail.com. Facebook.com/turtlepowerpod. Oh, you can go to YouTube and search Basem and Cranny, and you can view these on YouTube now. I'm putting them out on YouTube the same day that they come out on iTunes. So give us a rating on iTunes as well, please. And we'll initiate you into the Cool Dude Club.
Or the Girl Power Club.
Okay. You tell me which club you want to be in now.
Girl Power?
We're not done with the episode yet.
Oh.
I guess we're done with the episode. I don't know what
Turtle
else.
Power? Do you like how I say it in the very incorrect tone so that just to make you so mad?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. How's it go?
Girl Power.
No, it goes, Girl Power.
All
And
right,
it goes,
let's do it.
Girl Power.
For the honor of Grayskull, I am She-Ra.
Okay, now let's do pizza.
No, what?
Pizza Power.
You mean Turtle Power?
What do you guys say at the
We
end
say
of your
Turtle
show?
Power.
Turtle Power?
You want to say it like the girl version?
Yeah.
Turtle Power.
Yeah. With like the classic 80s freeze frame, like one arm up in triumph.
Yeah, people can't see us, but we're freeze framed right now.
Yeah. We're literally hovering over our chairs with one arm in triumph.
It's very difficult.
I'm gonna sit down now.
I think there's a curse on me.